If you're a man over 40, like me, and your testosterone is low, here is the question nobody really answers clearly. Does testosterone replacement therapy or anything that will increase your testosterone actually help you age better? We're not talking about just sexual improvement here. We are talking about muscle, bones, metabolism, energy, cardiovascular health, and ultimately longevity. I'm Dr. Ahmet Ergin. I work and own Diabetes, Thyroid, and Hormone Center of the Treasure Coast. And today I want to separate testosterone science from testosterone hype because testosterone is not a miracle anti-aging drug, contrary to a lot of this men clinics claim. We'll hear the truth today, and from an experience standpoint, but also from a science standpoint. I also think that the pendulum swung way too far in the other direction, where men with real testosterone deficiency became afraid of it, afraid of to treat it, basically. And the newer evidence is much more reassuring, though, than many people realize. So let's start with the muscle. Now, as men age, testosterone tends to decline, 1% a year, while muscle mass and strength also tend to fall. That is important because losing muscle isn't just cosmetic, right? Muscle is a metabolic tissue. What it does, it helps dispose of glucose, so supports physical function and protects against frailty and helps maintain independence later in life. And because it's a glucose disposal unit, it prevents the diabetes as well. So when I think about longevity, I'm not simply thinking about how many birthdays you have. I am asking another question. The question is, at age 75, can you get off the floor? Can you carry groceries? Can you travel? Can you maintain muscle? Can you still exercise, right? Testosterone can increase lean body mass in men who are deficient in that hormone, right? But here's where the science gets a little interesting. In the NIH-funded testosterone trials, researchers studied 790 men aged 65 and older with testosterone below 275. Testosterone improved sexual activity, sexual desire, and erectile function. Great. Across the overall trial population, more testosterone-treated men also achieved meaningful improvement in walking distance. Their mood also improved slightly as well. But testosterone was not a magic energy injection. The primary vitality outcome did not significantly improve. Now, that distinction matters. If you're exhausted because you sleep 4 hours, you are running a business, you're stressed out, you have untreated sleep apnea, you are sedentary, you eat terribly, testosterone isn't going to erase all of that. It's just not. Now, let's talk about the bones, right? Because testosterone deficiency, many men don't think about this, is associated with reduced bone density and later fractures in life. And separate testosterone trial research found that the testosterone treatment actually increased bone mineral density and estimated the bone strength, particularly in the spine. Now, when it comes to longevity, that is important because fractures in older men can be devastating. And when you become immobile at that age, that is pretty close to death. But here comes the biggest fear that I hear from my patients. They'll say, Doctor, isn't testosterone bad for your heart? Well, this is where one of the most important testosterone studies ever performed changed the conversation, right? In 2023, the Traverse trial, published in one of the most prestigious journals, the New England Journal of Medicine, randomized over 5,000 men between 45 and 80 who had symptoms of hypogonadism, low testosterone. 2 testosterone measurements below 300 was the inclusion criteria, and either cardiovascular disease or high cardiovascular risk. These men had other risk factors for heart disease. Now, researchers compared testosterone gel with placebo, and testosterone did not increase the primary rate of cardiovascular death, heart attack, or stroke compared with placebo. It met the study's criteria for cardiovascular non-inferiority. And that is huge. It doesn't mean testosterone prevents heart attacks, right? We cannot claim that. And it doesn't mean like testosterone is risk free, right? But Travers did observe, for example, more atrial fibrillation, acute kidney injury, or pulmonary embolism in the testosterone group. They were rare, but it happened. So, appropriate patient selection and monitoring still matter. Now, the old idea that, properly prescribed TRT automatically destroys your cardiovascular system, they used to think, simply doesn't fit the best randomized evidence that we have today. So, the question also, does TRT make you live longer, right? Well, the answer to that is we don't know. Sorry. Nobody has proven that giving testosterone to a man who is testosterone deficient adds 5 or 10 years to your life. Nobody said that. Nobody could prove that. And I would be suspicious of anyone promising you that. But here's my perspective. Longevity isn't created by one hormone, right? It is created by maintaining the systems that keep you healthy. You need to keep your muscle healthy. You keep your bone healthy. You need to keep a healthy body composition with less fat, the least amount of fat in your body. Sexual function is important. Exercise capacity. So you have to keep working out, using your muscles. You cannot ignore your sleep. The blood pressure is important. Cholesterol, if you have these issues, you're not going to make it too long. Glucose control, mental health, all of that counts for your overall health and longevity. So if clinically significant testosterone deficiency is basically interfering with those things, I don't believe simply accepting that the low testosterone should automatically be considered healthy aging, right? So what Endocrine Society recommends that testosterone treatment for appropriately diagnosed men who have symptoms of testosterone deficiency plus consistently low testosterone measurements, not for indiscriminate treatment of every man who wants optimization. I see a lot of men coming in and their testosterone is like 600 total. Their free testosterone is over the middle. And then they claim that, they need testosterone. And there's really no evidence for that. And when you don't need something and you take it, well, that is where the harm basically exceeds the benefit. So that is important, right? However, if your hormones or your testosterone is like in the 300 range, and you feel the symptoms, it's worth to try sometimes, give it a shot and see how you feel. Now, TRT is a replacement therapy, right? Not a bodybuilding cycle. So don't confuse that. Now, the goal isn't to push testosterone into ridiculous levels either, right? So I don't want people to exceed over 1,000 testosterone level. The goal is really get you optimized, improve the deficiency, and treat everything else in your life that will make you feel great, what you're looking for. Like I said, if you're not sleeping well, there's no testosterone that will fix that. Now, we also have to monitor your hematocrit levels because testosterone can thicken your blood. Prostate considerations are there if you have family history of prostate cancer or if you're an older man. Symptoms, cardiovascular risk, fertility goals. Entire picture has to be thought out well. I have a lot of patients come into my clinic not treated properly because they were not asked the right question. They just go to these men's clinics, right? The men's clinics just sell them testosterone. They don't ask any questions. It's like a transaction. And that's not always your best approach to getting your testosterone. Because if you want testosterone to be part of your longevity strategy, it has to be part of a healthy or health strategy. It's not a shortcut. That's unfortunately a lot of men wants a shortcut. Fix it. I'm done. Let's go. But if you're interested in testosterone hormones, you're trying to prevent diabetes, you're trying to lose weight, you want to improve your longevity and overall well-being, well, subscribe to this channel because we teach a lot. And if you're around, come see us. We are in Port St. Lucie. I'm Dr. Ahmet Ergin, and we will see you in the next video or in the clinic, wherever you come across. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.